everyone. My name is Devashish Singh Rajput, and today I will be presenting you my project, which is about automating the process of extraction of marks of students from handwritten documents and generating the results uh, and telling how many students have failed the exam based on the criteria provided for passing. In the next 30-40 minutes, I'll be walking you through my solution, and I'll tell you about the technologies that I have used and also a live demo of my project. So, hello everyone, let's begin. As I told you, my project is about automatically extracting the marks from the handwritten documents of students and generating the results. So, coming to the problem statement, in our university and colleges and in general in all the offices, there is a very common problem about entering and converting the handwritten data into the digital format. So our problem is the manual entry of student marks, and the key pain points are that the manual transcription of student marks, it is time consuming and also prone to error. And secondly, human error in such data may lead to catastrophic uh, failures and affect student records, which is not very much desirable. So universities need a more efficient solution, especially for processing large volumes of student records. So coming to my solution, the solution that I made uses optical character recognition to extract the marks from the uploaded document. The document can be in image or PDF format. It uses OCR technology to detect and read tabular data, for example, name, enrollment numbers, and marks of students, and it outputs the process data as a table which highlights the students who have failed the exam based on the criteria provided by the user for passing marks. And I have built a website for the same. So my solution aims to save time and minimize the error faced in data handling. So let us move forward. So let us move towards the technologies that I used. So the tools, firstly, I used Visual Studio Code as my coding environment, and Postman for testing the APIs, and I was using the Node.js runtime environment to run JavaScript, and I used Express framework for in backend, and to handle the API requests and making the API request, I used Axios, and also the third party API which I used for character recognition was OCR Space, and to build the web uh, interface, I used HTML and CSS and embedded JavaScript. So let us move through each of these tools and technologies one by one. So firstly, Visual Studio Code. So as we know, VS Code is the open source editor. It is developed by Microsoft, and it is highly customizable, and it supports many programming languages, and it is most widely used right now. And also it also has debugging features, and you have option to extend the functionality of VS Code via extensions, some of them being code suggestions by IntelliSense, and also with the prettier, which help you to format the code from properly arrange your code. And it also has integrated terminal, and it has built-in debugging features. So I use VS Code. And going next, so Node.js. So Node.js is the runtime environment for JavaScript. It is built on Chrome's V8 engine, and I used it because it it is most widely used, and it is ideal for building scalable network applications, uh, such as web servers, chat apps, etc. So coming to the key features of Node.js, so the main features are that it is asynchronous and event driven. So it allows you to handle events without blocking the main thread, the execution of main program, uh, which makes it suitable for the web applications. And it has also the built-in package manager called npm, which is very useful in installing package and managing the packages. So this was about Node.js. And next we have Express.js. So Express.js is a web framework for JavaScript. It is flexible in nature, and it provides a set of robust features for web and mobile development, and it simplifies the process of building APIs and web servers. Express.js is frequently used to create RESTful APIs. We'll talk more about RESTful APIs next. And key features of Express.js are that it supports middlewares, and it simplifies route management, and it seamlessly works with the databases like PostgRE and MongoDB. It also support templating engines like EJS and Handlebars. We have used EJS in our project. So coming to RESTful APIs, what are RESTful APIs? RESTful APIs are called representational state transfer APIs. It is an architectural style for designing and network applications. RESTful APIs allow communication between client and server using the HTTP protocol. It has four methods, which are get, post, put, and patch. Put and delete. So the get method, we use the get method when we want to retrieve some data from the server, and we use the post method when we want to send some data or submit some data to the server. We use the put request when we want to update an existing data in the server, and we use the delete method when we want to remove some data from the server. And the principles of RESTful APIs are that firstly, they are stateless, which means that each request to the client must contain all the necessary information for its uh, fulfillment or execution. And secondly, they should be cacheable. Cacheable means that the response should be explicitly defined whether caching is allowed. And thirdly, they are uniformly standardized. They have a uniform interface, which means that they have a standardization in the structure of resources and endpoints. So this was about Express.js. And coming to the templating engine that I used, which is EJS. So EJS, what EJS does is allow you to insert JavaScript into the HTML, your HTML pages. So it is a templating engine for Node.js, which allows you to generate HTML pages with embedded JavaScript code, and it integrates very well with Express.js. So and it allows server-side data to be rendered into the HTML pages. The key feature, the main feature of EJS is that it allows you to embed JavaScript inside HTML code. So the feature, to use EJS, it has syntax like it has a special syntax which involve the greater than signs and percentage signs. Okay, so how does EJS work? So what how EJS works is it in a EJS template, it can be in the HTML code, the JavaScript can be directly embedded, and it allows, and the server side data can be passed while entering the EJS files. So we can display dynamic text and data in HTML files, which were pretty much static. So this is about EJS. So coming next to Postman. So Postman is a popular API testing tool which allows developers to test APIs while sending the requests and while receiving the responses. So it is it Postman is basically used to test the REST APIs by using the methods get, put, post, and delete. So it is used to test that the server is responding correctly or not, and, identifying the bugs in the APIs. So the features of Postman are collection of it collects requests. It also automates testing and scripting of APIs. So this was about Postman. Coming next to Axios. So Axios is a popular JavaScript library which is used to make HTTPS requests from the browser or from the. So what Axios allows us is to make API requests from a code in JavaScript. It supports promises, and it can handle both RESTful API calls and generate web requests. We can use all the four methods: get, put, post, and delete with Axios. So we used Axios to call the OCR space API in our project and receive the response. So coming next, we have okay. So this is all about the technologies. Next, we will talk about how OCR technology works, how optical character recognition works. So OCR technology is used to convert the handwritten or printed form of physical data into digital format and into searchable and editable form. So the technologies which OCR consists of are image processing. Uh, the image processing algorithms are used to enhance the image quality and prepare it for recognition of text. And secondly, machine learning models And these models are required to required and used to detect textures in the image, which is further uh, the texture data is further used to generate characters. Sorry, recognize characters. And thirdly, natural language processing. And natural language processing is used to form words, the meaningful words out of the characters recognized, and it is integrated for context analysis and improving the accuracy of recognizing the text. So moving forward, key steps in OCR process. So the first step in OCR process is image acquisition. So in OCR, a high quality image is very necessary to improve to successfully and effectively recognize characters. So a high quality image is a must. And then pre-processing. Pre-processing uh, pre-processing means to improve the what I say readability, to process the image in such a way that it makes it easier for the algorithm to process and recognize characters in the image, right? For example, in image, while pre-processing, we improve the contrast of the image, the brightness, so that it is easier for the algorithm to detect characters in it. And so this is our pre-processing. And next is feature extraction. The features for means the lines and the curves, the contrast. Basically, it processes each and every pixel of the image and try to find some lines and curves. Basically, they are the building blocks for characters, like the strokes of the pens and so on. So this is about feature extraction, and the features extracted are then processed to recognize characters. So again, the machine learning algorithms are used to recognize characters, and after recognizing is post processing, which means to make the recognized characters useful. For example, in our case, we are processing it by checking how many students have filled, and we are showing the uh, students who failed in tabular form. So this is an example of post processing. And moving forward is the architecture of our solution. So in my solution, the client who is using will send okay, sorry will send the file, which can be in image or PDF format, to the front end, uploaded by the front end, and the front end will send it via an HTML form to the server, the backend server, which uses I use Multer to accept files from the front end, and it then makes an API call to OCR space, which returns a full string as a response, which we have to process to extract the meaningful data out of it. It performs character recognition, but the data is one whole string, which I'll show later in the demo. So we parse the response into tabular form and then show it to the user by the front end. So this is about the architecture. So let us move forward towards the demo. So let us begin with our demo. So this is the user interface of my website, which is currently hosted locally. So there is option to upload the image or PDF that you want. So this is what you uploaded, and I'll set the passing marks for 22 marks. Then we'll submit. So this is the list of the failed students. As you can see, all the marks are below 22. And let me also show you the first. This was the demo of my project. So let us begin with our demo. So this is the user interface of my website, which is currently hosted locally. So there is option to upload the image or PDF that you want. So this is what you uploaded, and I'll set the passing marks for 22 marks. Then we'll submit. So this is the list of the failed students. As you can see, all the marks are below 22. And let me also show you the file that I uploaded. So this is the file that I uploaded. So as you can see, it has four columns: one for serial number, and one for enrollment number, another for student name and student marks. Let me draw. Yeah, so it has a student number column, then enrollment number, the student name, and student marks. And as you can see, there are many students who have marks greater than 22, there's 26, and all the students who have marks less than failed, like this one, this one, have all come into our list. So this was the demo of my project. Thank you. So hello everyone. We are going to see yet another demo of my project. So since the last time, I have made a few changes to the interface. So I have added the passing marks functionality, in which we can pass on the criteria to be passed, which was also present last time, but this time I've also added this functionality to choose among services. So now we can either show failed students, or we can show the list of all the students. And also I have fine-tuned some of the OCR functionalities and improved the accuracy. So let us move to the demo. So we will go with image this time, which is of an NSEM marks file. So we will give the passing marks as 33, and we will let the service be show failed students. Hit submit. So these are the students which have failed in that particular exam. And let me also show you the file which I'm using. So this is the file. So this particular file, as you can see, we have roll number 103, which is failed, 071, which is failed, and also there is 22107, which has got 19 marks. So these are students which are failed. And as we can see in our result, we have got this guy with 171, roll number 221071 is shown here, and also this 22007, which has got 19 marks, and also this one. So we have got all the students who have failed in the list. So thank you. Thank you everyone for joining me, as today I presented the automated student mark detection system. Throughout this presentation, we explored the challenges faced by educational institutions in processing the marks from handwritten documents. By automating the process of extracting the marks from the documents, we can significantly improve the efficiency and accuracy of, and ultimately benefiting both the educators and the students. So, thank you once again. I look forward to your feedback. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining me as today I presented the automated student mark detection system. Throughout this presentation, we explored the challenges faced by educational institutions in processing the marks from handwritten documents. By automating the process of extracting the marks from the documents, we can significantly improve the efficiency and accuracy of, and ultimately benefiting both the educators and the students. So, thank you once again. I look forward to your feedback.